Another week, and we meet again. Of course, I say another week, but you could have been watching the previous one just a few seconds ago, or years could have passed. You could be watching all my advice out of order. Do not watch my advice out of order. Today we are talking about the most important part of the prince's role. We're going to talk about the city. The city defines the prince, and the prince, if they are lucky, defines the city. Learn about it. Walk it. Love it. Let it seep into you. You will need to know everything about this place. And what is there in a city? Humans, of course. So many of the humans. Blood to feed on, plots to trample on, lives to cut short or extend as you see fit. All of them tools for control and influence of the city. All of them part of the city, its very soul. I used the word control previously, but that is a lie. The best prince has put influence over the city. You laugh? Don't. I assume you're confident in your ability to dominate or to delegate others to dominate. And you think controlling the human infrastructure of a city is as easy as sending in someone to dominate the mayor. But tell me, how does the mayor operate? Who sets their budget? Are there other councillors? Other roles? Is the chief of police involved? What is the different structure? Humanity is not a hierarchy in a city. It's not enough to control one person and then control them all. So, dominate 10, 20 people? These people who come from political parties? These people who have expectations on them, who will get voted out if they don't follow the right trends, grease the right palms, pay off the right factions. But of course you'll know nothing about that if you just dominate the mayor and the city council. They will not be in power long. You don't know the burning issues of the day, who was killed by who, one particular corruption scandal that can bring down the entire government you've carefully constructed, because your dominated tools, if they had their free will, would engage with these politics and would massage the issues. They are better at it than you, because you do not know what they are caring about and what they connect with and who the different factions are. So yes, do not just dominate the right ones. That is not how you control a city, because you are cut off from information. But influence, now that is very precious. Stuff that tells you what to know, what is going on in the city, who is building, who is not building, who is blocking what. Influence in the ports, influence in the airports, influence in the mayor's office, yes, but influence in the unions, influence in the secretaries who take down the notes. You know who was a famous secretary? Stalin. So yes, the more you know of the city compared with other kindred, the safer you are. The more you can predict what will happen. The more you can lure others to make huge moves of influence, as they capture finally the most important corporation in the city about 2 seconds before it gets shut down for ecological vandalism. And if you are heavily invested in that, you might fall as well. But if you have influence in there, and you have influence in their rivals, and you have influence in the Green Movement, and you have influence in the militaries, the militias, your influence should be everywhere, and your control nowhere. No vulnerable spot. And no surprises. Yes, know the city, and love the city. That cannot be faked. For a long time, at least. If you love the city, that will keep your undead heart figuratively beating on those nights where you contemplate the emptiness of existence. What are you? Are you nothing but a monster? Can you see night after night of this torment? But then you think of the city. You think of the arts that it has created. You think of the terror down the dark alleys in which you drink. You think of the rich and the poor and all their stories. You think of the wonderful cultures that mix there and the wonderful cultures that die there. Yes, love the city. It is what will keep you in power. It is what will keep you safe. And it is what will keep you sane. Next time, we commence on the basics of the prince's authority and responsibility. The traditions. I will see you there, and you will see me there. Good night.